Hello again. Today we're going to tie this hare's ear and deer hair emerger. I tie these for the chalk streams that I fish. It's a great little fly. You know, when they're up taking emergers and you just can't really see what they're actually eating, a little black clink hammer or one of these deer hair emergers with the hare's ear, body and thorax is normally what I revert to, and to be fair, it does normally pull it out the bag for me. Nice and simple, only three materials: deer hair, hare's ear fur, hare's ear mixed with hair mask fur, and some uni mylar. This one here in pearl, size 16, for the rib. That's it. So we're going to take this out of the vise, and in the vise we're going to pop, this is it's called a super grub hook by Fulling Mill, and what I'm tying for you here is a size 14, but I will use these in 14s and 16s the most. Thread is uni 80 in camel, and I'm just gonna run that through the wax. Sorry about the squeaky bobbin. Run that through the wax, and then we're gonna start by just putting down a nice even base of thread. I'm going to come in there, and when I get to about halfway-ish down the shank, I'll trim that off, and I'm going to add the uni mylar. Oh, come here, you little monkey. Right. I'm just going to catch this on my side. Going to catch this on my side, and I'm going to run this down all the way around the bend, and then I'm going to come back up, and this is just going to give me, or it's going to help to give me, a bit of a taper in the body. Come down halfway with the thread, back up, and then come back halfway again. And that's where I'm going to leave the thread for now. I'm just going to get rid of that mylar, and I'm going to put in my hare's mask fur. So you've seen me use this loads of times before. This is just hare's ear and hare's mask fur all blended together. I use this a lot. I do like this dubbing. It's got such a natural look to it, which is why I like it. In the water it behaves well, it dubs on your thread well. It's just a great little dubbing that's easy to use. Okay, now I'm going to come back to where I ended the thread. Whoops-a-daisy. Let's get that mylar out of the way. And then I'm going to come up, and I want to taper in this body, so I'm going to need a little bit more of the dubbing. Not much, just a little bit more. It's not that easy to do at the moment because I was making some sculpting patterns, some like slider patterns yesterday, and when I was trimming the heads with a razor blade, I managed to slice my index finger of my right hand, not once but twice, which was nice. So yeah, anyway, it's enough of my tales of woe. So I'm going to come up with this, and as you can see, I've got a nice taper in it. Now I'm going to wax this thread, just going to come up with the mylar, nice straight turn at the back, and then I'm pulling this mylar as tight as I dare, because you want it to be tight, otherwise it will slip. And now I'm going to catch it with my thread, take the thread to the eye, and then back again, folding that mylar back. That never pull out. Trim that off. Have a look. I'm happy with that. Now we're going to take some deer hair. This is roe deer body hair, Cambaradun hair, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to take I don't even know how much. You know me, I don't really count things. It's most of it's done by eye, but it's that much, if you want to know. You can always remove bits of this, but obviously you can't add it on. And I do tend to use these sometimes in quite rough, turbulent water. So I found a little bit more of buoyancy never goes amiss. And I'm just going to take my comb and I'm going to comb out. Can you see the fluff coming out the back of it? I want to remove all of that. So I'm just combing it, picking it out, combing it, picking it out. Because I'm going to stack this in a hair stacker, and all that underfur does basically is it doesn't lend itself to being stacked well if it's got that underfur on it. So, right, popped it in there. Just going to tap this on my desk. And now I'm going to take out the hair, but what I'm going to do is turn the stacker around because the tips are going to face forward, and this is just going to help me do it. You can see there all the hair's lined up nicely. So I'm going to take this out, pop the hair stacker out my way, and now length of this, you want, oh, there's a broken one there, we'll take that away. The length of this, you want about a body length. So I'm going to take a pinching loop and another one, another 2 or 3, have a look. Yep, I don't mind these being a little bit on the long side, as in the wing. Like I said, I do use these in turbulent water. So right, now I'm going to take the butts off. So come in, trim the butts away, just like that. If it spins on you like that, don't worry too much, because I mean, you don't want it to, but I am going to post this so it doesn't really bother me. I'm going to take the front thread to the front, and then as if I'm doing a clink hammer, I'm just going to post this, and I've found it helps to keep this in order on top, like that. And there we got our wing, our body. There we go, that's lovely. Now we come back to our Hares mask. And I'm just gonna pop this on, and I'm gonna build a thorax with it. So I'm gonna come behind, do a few behind, and then I'm gonna put a bit more on, and I'm gonna sort of figure of 8 around the base of the deer hair, and that's just going to stabilize the deer hair and keep it where I want it, not where it wants to sit. Okay, I could have tied in that deer hair a little bit better. Right, I'm going to run my thread through the thorax, tighten it up. I'm going to sweep everything back, build a little head. And now, like we do with most of these, I'm just gonna varnish on the thread. I found the easiest way to varnish these is like this. Varnish on the thread, hold that wing back, and then, whoop, come here, hold the wing back, come in with a whip finish through that varnish thread, tighten up, trim. It's got a couple of fibres I don't like there. Trim them off, and there it is. That is the deer hair emerger. And normally I'll come in with my scissors like I'm doing now and just trim any unsightly long deer hair fibres, because I don't really want them in there. Just like that. And there we have it. That is a deer hair and Hares mask emerger. Wow, there you go. Please hit the like button if you have enjoyed watching that. Give them a go. They're not hard to tie, actually, at all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It does help. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.